vitamin pills. As a kid, I could never swallow pills. And it was funny. I think for some reason I thought you had to like trick yourself into swallowing them.
My name is Brent Fikowski. I'm from Kelowna, British Columbia, and I train at Kelowna CrossFit.
Pretty good, eh?
Wake up early, on average, let's call that 5 a.m. Typically I'll bike to the gym, which is like 15 minutes. Then I'll warm up and I'll start my session, and then I'll be training for 2 hours.
On class this morning.
Today is shoulder and tricep day. Strict pressing and strict handstand push-ups and strict ring dips and maybe a little bit of bench press. All just strength, nothing really for time.
My typical day of training changes throughout the year. Basically since the games until now, it's I'm in the gym for 2 to 3 hours, just basically doing various types of strengthening exercises, whether that's with a barbell or body weight.
So the average day in the life of Patrick Vellner. I usually would wake up about, I don't know what, 7 a.m. I'd get up, put together some breakfast, nothing fancy, whatever's gonna get me through the first few hours of the day.
Getting ready for school, man. Another day at the office. Oh, I'm gonna two-strap it. I'm a nerd, man. I don't go that one strap. I got too far to walk to one strap.
One strap it doesn't cool.
I live fairly close to my school, a good 10 to 15 minute walk, depending on the weather. I'm a student, full-time. I study to be a chiropractor right now, so pursuing a health field is something that's important to me and I'm passionate about.
Well, it's the first time back in lecture hall 1, so I'm trying to figure out where we sit. I don't know, I'm gonna stay close enough that I can see.
Wouldn't be who I am, you know?
It's called Chiropractic Principles and Practice. So it's mostly just, it's like a little bit of history, a little bit of like ideology, and new techniques that are kind of coming around. So it's not as dense of an information class, but it's actually a fairly useful practical class. So pretty good. And Dr. Wang's a really good lecturer, so it's fun to come listen to him.
I work at a company called Strawhouse Labs. My role within the company is the financial controller, the accountant. Yeah, it's a pretty relaxed work environment. Everyone gets a lot of work done, but we, stand up desks and come in and out whenever you'd like, as long as you're getting your work done. And it's a lot of fun. I'm trying to be proactive in sort of always expanding my mental game. A lot of times, float tank in particular, but even sometimes before I go to bed, if I'm a little stressed, try to strip away like the immediate stress and anxiety and frustration. Trying to visualize and like really understand like why I'm feeling certain ways and how I can change that if it's not a way that I want to feel.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw some shorts on. It's pretty casual around here.
You come work out, I don't think you need to be at the gym for hours and hours on end. I think it's more about good, efficient use of time.
Depending on who's in here, someone just puts their phone on, so you could come in one day to reggae or salsa and then just have some metal the next day. I don't know, I'd probably put country on, to be honest. So when you're just lifting or doing whatever, it's good. I like that. I'm a country guy, I like it.
I've got half a lunch that I didn't finish this week, which is sweet potato beets and some pork and really high quality meat and vegetable and stuff. That's always the priority. And then my lunches throughout the week, weekdays are always measured, and my breakfasts are exactly the same. And then everything else is more or less the same as those meals, but just kind of eyeballing it. Oh, these are all the records I own. So when I was like 16, I bought 350 records for $400 off this DJ. It's pretty thorough, but they all came alphabetized and they all were already on a list. So I just kept the list bucking.
How many records are you on now?
A little over 500. It's a lot. Yeah.
You know what? I just listened to In Rainbows the other day, which is like probably one of my favorite records here. So I'll listen to.
What's happening right now?
We're just gonna play some pickup baseball, or best we can simulate it. I don't think we have a field or a proper ball or bases, but it's gonna be street rules.
We'll get out in the field and try to blow off some steam at the end of the week and hit some balls or go play some football or go do something. I mean, I'm sure our softball is not up to par with the American baseball. Probably we get spanked by probably anybody, any little leaguer. But hey, we're out there being active. It's using your fitness, that's what that is. Oh, that's blast.
That's what Fridays are all about. That's what Fridays are for. It's perfect. I'll play some ball with the boys.
Something I've encountered recently is trying to live every day, every minute, every hour in a mental state that I would be comfortable competing in. One of my goals has been to sort of create a life that I want, and that life is, for me right now, is one of, mostly dedication to my work and my training, and then, maintaining a really good relationship with mostly Claire, and then also with my family as well.
I don't think that there's probably much of a difference in the actual training. In general, I mean, you'll build different pieces into your training, and I just break them up in my day. Some of those guys might not leave the gym, say, or they might do different things in between. Like, in the middle, I just go to school.
I think it'd be kind of silly to look at it like, oh, you did so well this year, you went from not making it to coming fourth. You should change everything so you can be better. And it's like, well, maybe I'm doing everything right, because clearly I'm pretty good.
The excitement is warranted. I mean, this is our competition for the year. It's the Open, so it's okay to be nervous. You want to do well, but enjoy. It's going to be fun.
We are starting in Montreal with two athletes who finished right next to each other at the CrossFit Games. Patrick Vellner, of course, on the podium in his rookie year. Brent Fikowski just 2 points back of him in fourth place. This is really a solid matchup here.
Yeah, he's got some hard opinions, man.
Yeah, no, that's what it is.
You got Tic Tacs? Oh.
Oh, you got Tic Tacs?
It sounded like the Tic Tac thing shaking.
I left them in the hotel room.
Receipts, you can keep those.
Yeah, I know.
Shit, in Canadian colorful currency.
Yeah, man, this Canadian fake stuff.
I love it. You eat kiwis in one bite, right?
Of course. I'm a man, ain't I? Straight from the tin.
Yo, that's the real shit. You think that Dave is a man for the people?
Like if you let's say
single arm movement, single arm overhead lunge,
let's say
snatch.
Okay. Single arm overhead lunge, like a one arm?
Yeah.
And I'm like, what if I
got
suck
this
at wall balls? Like what if there's a workout with wall balls and I can only do like 15 and I just get tired because I'm not aerobic anymore because all I do is squat with bands.
All I do is body build.
The Foreigner song, Jukebox Hero, but just group class hero.
That's why I only did group classes so that I could crush everyone. It was great for my confidence.
Vellner and I get along really well. It's funny, we haven't really known each other that long, but we're kind of peas in a pod.
More like swimming where you're just like,
Yeah.
that's how I used to swim.
That's how I still swim.
Yeah.
Pat's a pretty easygoing guy, more easygoing than me, which can be frustrating when someone who's better than me, supposedly by 2 points, is just like so relaxed about what he's doing throughout the year.
Get on camera, Brent doesn't really know what he's talking about.
Got it.
Brent the professor, ladies and gentlemen. Are you looking into that little hole? Huh? Are you looking into that little hole?
Yeah, I thought I saw something in there.
It's like Narnia.
I love the concept that book where like you can only get into Narnia when you're going into the closet not looking for Narnia. That's such a frustrating concept if you knew it was there.
Those are the things that keep Brent up at night. The concept of Narnia in the closet.
Getting in and out?
Yeah. Getting in and out of the closet's hard.
It's good. I think it's fine. I don't know. It'll be done before we know it, I think. Like, it's like any open workout. You get anxious to find out the workouts for the open or the regionals or the games anytime, right? So I think I'm anxious to figure it out. It's apparently really hot out there, so you might want to do that back here, but yeah, I'm going to right now.
To beat Vellner would be a lot of fun. It'd be good. I mean, yeah, you know, we became really close friends at the games, and it was close. And he took me out there, and then it'd be nice to start the year off with a win. And it'd be good to kind of put the finishing touches on things here at the Open announcement.
One debate we can have is what we expect to see here tonight in this matchup with two of the bigger personalities in the sport and two of the breakout athletes from 1 year ago.
Yeah, they are both so spectacular in their athletic skills and their abilities and what they've been able to accomplish in such a short amount of time. And it's short known to the games. I mean, Vellner did go to the games on a team year previous to that. Fikowski misses going to the games 2 years in a row by a total of 2 points, I believe, with both of those years. So these guys aren't new to the sport of CrossFit by any means, but they're rookies. They were rookies last year at the games. They have made an outstanding name for themselves.
The last few years of CrossFit competitively have been an interesting journey. I had sort of low expectations for regionals. I just wanted to be a contender. I did everything I could that weekend, and it wasn't quite enough.
And you can see the exhaustion and the frustration from Brent Fikowski, who just saw a massive points advantage vanish before his very eyes.
And then, yeah, I missed out again, and that was heartbreaking.
So regionals was something of a disaster. I went out and did exactly what I didn't used to do, and I blew my arm up on the snatch in the ladder, and yeah, burnt out in spectacular fashion.
As long as the head judges and the medical staff would deem me able to compete, I can still compete.
And then regionals this year, I crushed everyone.
Kind of after I had hurt myself, and I had in the medical tent when Dave came in and kind of just basically told me to go home, and it rattled me a little bit. So my goal was to have to have him come shake my hand and share that moment with him and be like, oh look, remember that time when you thought I was gonna go home after event 1? Do you remember that time? So here we are.
Patrick Vellner, a rookie, trying to get himself onto the podium in 3rd place, needs a 6th place finish or better in order to guarantee that. Brent Fikowski has dealt with heartbreak the past 2 years. Here he is finally at the CrossFit Games.
To finish it, I was like overwhelmed, like with joy, just because I was proud of the way I attacked an event. You know, like the big finale, and I didn't choke or anything. I just did my best. So it was sweet.
Brent Fikowski is across the finish line. He's trying to get himself onto the podium. Now he will wait and see. Fikowski will finish third in the event. Vellner is going to barely hang on, it looks like, to third place.
I was like, wow, like you just came fourth at the games. Like there have been guys that have done this forever that have never done that. There's been guys that have done this forever that have never won an event at the CrossFit Games.
I remember standing in the tunnel in the medal ceremony with like Matt, Ben, Katrin, Tia, and Sarah. And you're like, oh shit, like we made it.
3, 2, 1, go! It is time to test your fitness. The 2017 season is underway.
I think it'll mean more in the coming weeks and in the coming season when you've got to reset. I don't get points for last year. You have to show up again every week, every year, and you've got to earn your spot. I think in the next few years I'll start to really understand the value of that. But for now, I'm still just riding the wave.
I think I've proven enough to whatever that I'm a contender, and now I just get to do what I want to be as good as I can be, and I want to be as good at CrossFit as I can be, and I think that can put me on the top of the podium. Will it? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see.
We are starting off 17 in just devastating fashion on this one. This is a hard combination, and just look at the toll it's taken on 2 of the 4 fittest men on earth from 1 year ago.
Are these the fixins here?
Yeah, these are goodies. No, a little bit of all 3 of these. I got you. This is great. We got like a full circle firing squad. I like it.
Whoa, hold on.